Hello everyone, my name is Carolina Coastal Liam, and today I will be continuing Coaster Countdowns with top 13 Six Flags parks. Now this is all my opinion, and if you thought I placed something wrong, it is totally understandable. And just simply leave your thoughts in the comments below. And I base my opinions on the park's coaster collections, flat rides, appearance, and just simply how good the park is. So without further ado, I hope you all enjoy my top 13 Six Flags parks. Number 13 is The Great Escape. Now, this park is located in Queensbury, New York. And this park, I'm just going to say it, it's not a very good park at all. Its coaster collection is not that good. Its appearance is not that good. And for what I heard, the food and the operations are not that good. So, their top 3 is Comet, which is a pretty classic wooden roller coaster, which is really their only okay coaster there. And then they have Steam and Demon, which is aerodynamics looper. And then they have Flashback, which is average Vekoma boomerang. But yeah, I placed at number 13. And for number 12, I placed La Ronde. This is located in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And it's a pretty good park. And this is not a bad park. This is a very good park. Now, their top 3 coasters are Goliath, which is a hyper model. It's not at 200 feet, so it's not really a hyper coaster, but it's modeled like a hyper coaster. Same layout as a B&M hyper coaster. And then they have Vampire, which is, I think it's a Batman the Clone, but I know it is a B&M invert. And then they have Le Monster, a pretty large racing wooden roller coaster, which is rumored to have the RMC treatment. And at number 11 is Six Flags America in Woodmore, Maryland, which is close to Baltimore and Washington, D.C. This is also a very good park. A pretty strong coaster collection. And their top 3 coasters are Superman Ride of Steel, which is an Intamin Mega Coaster. And then they have Batwing, which is a Vekoma Flying Dutchman, which I've only ridden Nighthawk, but Nighthawk is a very good ride, so I would assume this is a very good ride also. And then they have Joker's Jinx, which is a Premier Rides launch coaster spaghetti bowl. Yeah. So I rode Flight of Fear at King's Dominion, and it's a lot like that roller coaster, and it's a pretty good ride. And at number 10, I have Six Flags St. Louis in Eureka, Missouri. This is a pretty good park. They're mostly known for their wooden roller coasters. And yeah. So the top 3 coasters are Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast, The Boss, and Batman the Ride, which is a Batman the Ride clone. And The Boss is a wooden roller coaster. And Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast is a Premier Rides launch coaster. And at number 9, I have Six Flags Mexico in Mexico City, Mexico. This is a good park. This is a very good park. And their top 3 coasters are Medusa Steel Coaster, a Morgan Hyper Coaster. No. Medusa Steel Coaster is a RMC coaster, which is widely considered to be the best. But I'm not sure which RMC is the best. And Superman El Ultimo Escape. That's the Morgan Hyper Coaster. Pretty good ride. And they have Batman the Ride, which is the Batman Ride clone. So overall, very good park. Now here we get to the parks which have. It was very hard for me to choose which ones are the best. Now I left off the number 8. I did not mean to, but this is number 8. And it's Six Flags New England in Agawam, Massachusetts, near Boston. Now, this is a very good park, but the main 2 attractions are Bizarro and Wicked Cyclone. Bizarro is an Intamin Hyper, and Wicked Cyclone also, by some people, considered to be the best RMC. And then they have Batman the Dark Knight, which is a B&M Floorless. Yeah. So it is a very good park. And then number 7 is Six Flags Discovery Kingdom in Vallejo, California. It's near San Francisco. And their top 3 coasters are the Joker, which they just got this year, Medusa, which is a B&M Floorless, and Superman Ultimate Flight, which is a Premier Ride Skyrocket 2 model. And the Joker is RMC Hybrid. And at number 6, we have Six Flags Over Georgia, which is the nearest Six Flags to where I live. So, and I possibly could visit it this year. And it's in Austell, Georgia, which is near Atlanta. And their top 3 coasters include Goliath, which is a B&M Hyper. Daredevil Dive, which is a I think it's a Eurofighter, Gerstlauer Eurofighter, and Superman Ultimate Flight, which is a B&M Flying Coaster. It's a clone. And at number 5, we have Six Flags Fiesta Texas, considered to be the best themed Six Flags park, and it is located in San Antonio, Texas. And their top 3 coasters are Iron Rattler, Superman Krypton Coaster, and Goliath. Now, Iron Rattler is also one of those RMCs that are considered to be the best. And Superman Krypton Coaster is a B&M Floorless, which that is considered to be one of the best in the world. The best Floorless in the world. And it has the largest loop in the world. And Goliath, which is a B&M Batman the Right clone. And at number 4, I have Six Flags Great America. Now, this and then the number 3 is very debatable which park is better. But for this list, I put Six Flags Great America at number 4. And it is in Gurley, Illinois, which is near Chicago. And their top 3 coasters include Goliath, which is a RMC Hybrid. It was one of the ones that were built. It didn't have a hybrid treatment. It was built from the ground up. So, and then they have Raging Bull, which is a B&M hypercoaster, very good hypercoaster, one of the first ones. And they have X-Flight, which is a B&M wing coaster. So overall, very, very, very good park. And number 3 is Six Flags Over Texas, in Arlington, Texas, which I think it's a little bit better than Six Flags Great America. And it has their top 3 coasters include Titan, which is a Giovanova Hyper. It's 245 feet, which is very tall. And then they also have the New Texas Giant, which was the first ever RMC conversion coaster. And then they have Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast, which is a Premier Rides launch coaster. And at number 2 spot is Six Flags Great Adventure. Now, also like Six Flags Over Texas and Six Flags Great America, this is number 1 spot can be switched. But for this list, I put Six Flags Great Adventure at number 2. And this is in Jackson, New Jersey, near New York City. And their top 3 coasters include, I put Kingda Ka, which is the tallest roller coaster in the world. It's an intimate launch coaster. And then they have Nitro, which is a B&M Hyper, which is another one of the first ones. And then El Toro, which is widely considered to be the best wooden roller coaster in the world, which is an intimate prefab. And it's only wooden roller coaster with a cable lift. Now, for the number 1 spot is Six Flags Magic Mountain. This park is spectacular. It's located in Valencia, California, and it has the most roller coasters in the world, with 19 when this video is being recorded. And I just had to include top 5. This park has so much coasters, and I could just not do a top 3. They have Twisted Colossus, which is another roller coaster, another RMC, which is considered to be the best. And then they have Tatsu, which is another roller coaster considered to be the best, and it is a B&M flying coaster. And an X2, which was Aerodynamics' last roller coaster, and is a 40 free flying coaster. No, 40 coaster. And then they have Goliath, which is a Giovanova hypercoaster. I believe it's like 255 feet. It is very tall. But I've heard it is pretty boring. But it's still a great ride, in my opinion. And then they have Full Throttle, which is a Premier Rides multi-launch roller coaster. It looks really cool. It's the only roller coaster in the world which has track on both sides of the loop, which is really awesome. And then there's so much roller coasters at this park. I'm just gonna name a few: Superman Krypton Coaster, Scream, the Riddler, Green Lantern, and many more. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And just before I sign off, I just wanted to note however close I'm getting to 20 subscribers. And I will be doing a 20 subscriber special video when I reach that goal. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. And once again, I'll see you next time.